the Stanford game before that. And now John Hayes set up with a golden opportunity. Hayes cuts it inside the 15, gets down close to the 10. Hayes first throw, throwing the fade toward the end zone, and Paul Hall leading to his suspension for Gary Patterson's team as Utah has it on his 25. John Hayes wanting to take a shot, fires it over the head. That was intended to
be there, brother.
I can't believe we're a week away from the first BCS standings coming out.
Happens quickly, firing on the slant, and Hayes put it
right in the NFL because I felt like I needed to learn the fundamentals first. I think he's picking up on it pretty quick.
Oh, tunnel screen and running free is Drez Anderson and his speed. Now a 3rd and 16. Remember, hold is from the spot of the foul. That's why the odd number dumping it underneath is Hayes, and turned upside down is Jake Murphy. Against number 6. The terrific scene at Williams-Brice. John White, who really struck. White came into the game with 233 yards, but 119 of those came against Northern Colorado in the opener. Now this is Reggie Dunn. He's terrific with the ball in his hand. Consulate, as we're inside half minute to play in the first quarter. John Hayes firing it into traffic, and it comes out of there in comparison than Keith Marshall.
Keeping people on their toes, including you, Reese.
John Hayes firing to Christopher, and trying to get Devontae Christopher a little.
Hayes.
2 touchdowns, result of early turnovers on the Trojans' first 2 possessions. John White. White has a first down into the Trojans' secondary. 1st and 10. White on the toss. White running ahead, picking up maybe 4. Carried the load last year. They gave it to him 316 times a year ago, most among running backs from A2 conferences, and Hayes fires a dart and completes it to territory. Hayes has to get rid of it, into traffic, and is caught. Devontae Christopher. 7. Hayes again to throw, firing in. Mikael Roby had a hit. Go to the ground with White. Good cut in the hole, but an excellent tackle by Hayes.
You don't want to force anything down here. You got a little bit momentum back.
They've gotten a lot of success tonight throwing slants.
And he throws another one. Christopher into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point lead in the 3rd quarter.
All right, it's got a 4-point lead for Utah here. John Hayes hits it out to his 8.
Therefore, it is a fumble. First down. USC.
Like it was the Utes who charged with the timeout. It looked as if the Trojans were going to need one, so Utah only has 1 left in the half as John White, good pickup.
Downs.
Needs 6 yards to get one here, David. Couple plays to get it. Hayes was backing up, and Hayes threw. Rank 124 now.
It's not good, huh?
Not great. But this guy's a good one. John White has a first down and more as he gets up close to the 30-yard line.
We just can't have it.
And Utah backed up to their 15. Hayes firing deep and over-firing Kenneth.
To me, their D-line has been the star of this defense so far this year.
And 2nd and 10, shuffle pass. Get it to Jake Murphy, and Big Jake will put one on the deck. Shades of the offense that Brian ran when he was a quarterback at Utah just a few years ago. John Hayes out to Luke Matthews.
Wow, doing a good job.
Give is to Kelvin York, his first carry of the night.
Forced themselves late in the game at the line of scrimmage with some big runs on this drive and critical down and distances.
Hayes gets rid of it to the outside, and the officials are complete what he called unfinished business. Trojans can still reach those goals. The hill just got a little steeper after the loss to Stanford. Now Utah has its offense back on the same page, and John White's knocked down.
Long now.
3rd and long.
USC, 2 timeouts? No, sir.
Ooh, throwback. Again, it's Murphy. Murph rolling, and he's got the first down. See what Brian has dialed up here with just over a minute to play in the first half. John Hayes buying some time and wisely throwing it away to stop it.
And you're right, Kyle Whittingham has got a lot of confidence in his 25-year-old play caller.
Devontae Christopher, the former quarterback, now they'll flip it around. There's all kinds of trickery going on. Hayes has it back. He's firing to the end zone. Scott's out there! Touchdown!
Quickly dialed up by Brian Johnson, no doubt.
Now they'll try a screen. York has it. He's knocked down. Ball came loose momentarily. Bailey on the stop. USC 38. 40 seconds inside 40 now as the clock's running. York has it. York powers down to about the third
level. Only 6 guys right now in that box for USC.
Hayes throwing to the outside. Scott's out there again and is caught by a Trojan, but it is maybe when you lose a 14-0 lead, then that's the first thing to complain about. There's something else to complain about.
Being here, and he's been absolutely dynamite in the first part of the season.
Had some injuries at that position. Lost Devon Kennard early in the season or in the preseason actually, to a torn pectoral muscle.
On 3rd and long situations.
Hayes gets rid of it underneath. Murphy has another catch, but he's going to be. All right, Scotty, Utah has the ball back after a missed field goal by the Trojans, and John White ripping through the Trojan deep. Almost 3 yards more than he's averaged this season. Coming off a great year a year ago. Shuffle pass on the inside. The end of the tight end, and Jake Murphy. Reverse coming. Reggie Dunn. And Dunn is hit and knocked.
Kenneth Scott lined up at the bottom of the screen.
They fire it complete, but not close to the.
That means he's not coming back. He's very frustrated right now, guys. Hasn't spoken a word. Very upset.
All right, Sam, is John White. That's a move on Hayes Pillard.
Going a little bit.
Got 55 yards. There are a lot of Trojans in the backfield. Only rushed for just 18 yards, but fumbled a couple of times. Hayes maybe flushed out of there before he had to, and he tried to fit it into Luke.
As dominant in college football as any defensive tackle.
Got a lot of guys in the league right now playing defense, but Otolele going to force on the inside. Anthony Denham.
All the way back to the quarterback, full circle.
No doubt, every time.
John White, the 4th, looking for running room, and a flag comes.
Offense.
Fullback, put in his belly.
Pass out complete. Be a short game. Pick up by Breslin. Those numbers not exactly passing the smell test in the second half for Utah as John White pushes up close to the 40. Rush coming. Hayes picked off, and this might be the knockout punch. Nickel Roby cruising into the end zone, his first interception.
Defensively is another story, but
uncharacteristically they have struggled. Hayes firing out there, and that was knocked down.
This game keeps getting out of hand.
Hayes being chased. Fired it.
Came from their D line.
3rd and 7. Breslin giving chase. Hayes firing out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Call it Klein now.
Travis Wilson is checked
Optimus
in.
Klein.
Jesse mentioned the future of the Utah program. And he's going to be welcome to the game. As Wes Horton said.
Yeah, he's disappeared in the last 2.
The last 2 games, he's still one of the most electrifying players in the country.
Well, he's got to show up, though.
Well, he's still yards per touch.
No.
Foundation is the best. But there are certainly opportunities for other guys, including the Anthony Thomas, Matt Barkley. I want you guys to save it. Nobody, there's a football on the ground. This time it bounced right to John White. 4th and 1. Utah tries to keep the ball. Big freshman quarterback Wilson will pick up the first down. He continues to drive forward and fight. His headgear comes off.
And finished number 2 in the country after they beat Alabama in the Sugar Bowl. We'll get to it here in a second after this play.
John White.
But you're playing in the Mountain West Conference. Hidden depth issues here very early in their tenure in the Pac-12.
Wilson throws complete, and field goals late in the game by the Cougars. Came back last year and got hammered by Washington and got hammered by Arizona State the next week this year. And the level of